fuck you doing?
Remember that name? Good Pizza with 3 Z's, baby. 3 Z's.
It really is a piece, interestingly enough, where I think people approach me differently because of it.
Yeah.
It really works that way. It's kind of fucked up, but it does work that way.
People judge you,
especially
based
at
off
the
appearance.
traps.
At the traps, yeah. You pull up an AMG in the trap, and you know what I'm saying?
And it's not a rental, and it's not from a sugar daddy. It's mine.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
So it automatically brings this like level of, I want to say like respect. Like, okay, you mean business. Like, so the conversations hit different automatically.
For sure.
I got it in January, and it's kind of it's been an asset.
Kicked off the new year. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was. Everyone's like, it's a bill. You can't. Like, it's such a stupid purchase. But I'm like, it's actually been an asset for my business.
Good.
It was a smart move.
How fast have you gone in it so far?
Honestly, I did 120.
120
on the 170.
Come on,
north.
girl, you could do better than
No,
that.
I can't. But I didn't feel it. But yeah, I think
no, you
120.
did not feel it.
No,
That's
I didn't
the scary
feel it
part.
at all.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I bet you sport mode in that bad boy is a fucking.
I'm still learning.
Jesus.
All the
Yeah, for sure.
But I love it. I actually call her my big girl.
That's right.
She's the big girl.
That's right. Do you name all your cars?
No,
I do.
Just my big
That's
girl.
a good one. That's a good one. That one deserves a name, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Hell yeah. I used to be a Cadillac guy. My friends used to call me Cadillac P.
Okay.
Because I always had 2 caddies. And then like one time I test drove a Benz, and then, man, it's just you can't go back. Once you tap into German engineering and like, dog, it's just, there's nothing like it, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. So anyway, how you doing?
Good.
How's everything? Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, thank you.
We got Laksmi in the building, folks.
Thank you.
Yep. Your name has come up a couple times. I did a little homework on you. The homie said you checked out, and you should have her on the show. So I was interested, and I love having women on my show. I need more women on my show. Ladies, holla at me. I need more women on the show always, man. Just because dudes, who wants to hear about the dudes all the time? You know what I'm saying? There's a big factor in the cannabis world, and ladies run that shit, man.
Yeah.
So I was excited to hear your story, get to know you on the show. We just met this morning, so I do enjoy hearing people's story for the first time live. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear it, kid. What you got? Let's start back in the days. Like, what was your upbringing like? Where are you from?
So I'm first generation Mexican American.
Nice.
My parents were both immigrants from Mexico City.
Oh, cool.
So my mom actually crossed the border pregnant with me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
And she reminds me pretty often, the sacrifices. But so she crossed the border pregnant with me, and then after my little sister was born, we moved back to Mexico City.
Okay.
And I spent most of my childhood there. Moved back to LA when I was around 11.
Nice.
And we settled in Boyle Heights in East LA.
Okay.
So
nice.
That's
Is that so East LA? To my knowledge, it's a Mexican section, right? Predominantly. Very. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like? Was it hood? Was it like chill? Was it like, talk to me?
No, it was. We loved it. I loved every part about it. But yeah, it was very. At the time, pretty ghetto. It was like,
sure.
Even now, if you tell people like Boyle Heights, East LA, like they're like, oh, that's the ghetto.
Yeah.
Now my adult friends, I've taken them to eat there in certain places, and they're literally still like, where are we? Like, where did you bring me? What? I'm like, this is where I grew up. This is my hood,
Hell
but
yeah.
I love that. And then they get to taste the food, and they're like, okay, yeah, this is
okay,
it.
we
like
here.
You need to come to these places to have this,
man.
These experiences with food and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Boyle Heights. That's where I grew up. Yeah.
Tight. So what was the high school experience like? Or what you was on?
So I actually, I graduated high school pregnant.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow, no shit.
And that's actually something a lot of people don't really know about me.
Yeah, no doubt.
That I was actually excited to share today because, like you said, bringing on more women on the show, and just like the side of like women things, motherhood and upbringings and things like that. So that was something that I wanted to share.
How was that?
And
how was that? Like the experience having a kid in high school, man?
I had to take the bus because my schools, they were just so, like, at the time pretty, like, dangerous and overloaded with kids. So I was sent to a school that was kind of further from where I lived. And I had my baby when I was 17 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, she's 13 now.
No
and
kidding, nice.
Honestly, yeah, it was one of the best, like, it was one of the most grounding experiences that I think could have probably happened to me. And I've, been with her and raised her. And so then I got a job. I worked at Wells Fargo for 5 years. I was a banker.
Cool.
And this was before the cannabis
no
world.
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So I was going to college.
Okay.
I was,
Cool.
I was just doing the normal thing, like trying to get a degree and working at Wells Fargo, raising my baby. I actually found through a friend. Wait, did you want to ask me another question? Or
No, you're good. Girl, just flow, girl. Just flow. You're flowing nice.
That's another thing that a lot of people usually ask is, like, how I got started.
Yeah. I'm very
cannabis.
curious. Very curious.
So I got introduced to the cannabis world through a trimming job.
Okay.
That I found on Craigslist.
Nice.
It's on Craigslist.
Fucking California.
Yeah.
I don't see those in Jersey. Maybe now.
Yeah, actually, I've gotten so many amazing things through Craigslist.
Shout out to Craigslist.
Like, yeah, Craigslist really has hooked it up for me.
Nice.
So I went on Craigslist. I was like, I need to do something else. I need to find a way to, like, make more money. Just figure something out and just, like, do something different. So trimmers, they were hiring trimmers at Mary Jane's Collective. It's on Melrose. Okay. It was one of the first pre-ICO dispensaries that got licensed for recreational. Okay. So they were hiring, and I got the job, and I was trimming for a few months, and one of the bud tenders got fired. So the manager came to me while I was literally trimming, and he was like, hey, like, we have a full floor, like, can you come help out? I'm like, well, what do you need me to do? Like, I need you to bud tend. I'm like, what's that? And I was like, what is that? Yeah. He's like, just come help. And then, next thing you know, like, within less than a year, I was managing the dispensary.
Oh, snap.
Or at the time, they were called collectives.
Collectives, yep.
Yeah, collective, yep. The pre-ICO collective.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prop 215 days?
Prop 215, yep. Yeah. Which is very interesting because I think that I came into the industry in a very unique, like, gray zone time, because you have like the legends who have been doing it for 20, 30 plus years, and then you have the people who came in after recreational. Yeah. And then you have the people like me that came right in that transition period, right in the middle of it all.
Around what years was this we talking?
2017, okay, 2018.
Sure. Okay.
Pre-ICO started becoming rec. And when I was working the dispensaries, you still needed a medical card, to get in. You needed a membership, things like that. Yeah. So that was how I got started, trimming flower.
What about your first time smoking weed?
Ooh.
Hit me with that one, because I feel like we passed that one. So hit that one, and we're gonna keep going.
I was 12.
Same here. I was 11, 12. But
yeah,
close. Go ahead.
Well, interestingly enough, my dad smoked weed.
Okay.
So I grew up in a home where weed was kind of always around.
Okay.
And it was never like a taboo, bad thing to me. It was actually kind of normal. But I didn't try it until I was 12. And I actually brought it to my friends to try it when I felt like I was ready to experience it.
Okay.
Just before 8th grade. Yeah, 12 years old.
So you steal some from your parents or what?
Yeah, I just took it.
Yeah.
I just took it.
Just call it what it was.
Yeah, I just took it.
That's cool. That's cool. Look, those are the best stories. It's just how it happened.
Yeah, and even my dad was like, if you're going to do it, like, do it at home. Do it, where you're safe. Getting it from somebody where you're safe. Like, just if you're going to do it, it's fine.
I agree with that policy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So 12
cool.
years old. So you were 12 too?
I was 11.
You were 11.
Yeah,
okay.
I was 11, but I was, I started smoking at 12, and I never stopped.
You never stopped? You never taken a break? Ever?
Maybe 2 weeks in college, yeah. Yeah. 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks probably my max.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a part of, my mom grow weed, smoke weed. She always smelled like weed, so like the weed smell was like a smell of love. It's like remind me of my mom, or like even cigarettes back then. Like my mom smoked cigarettes back then, so it was just like, this is what mom smelled like. So it didn't bother me. And then, I was the youngest kid on the block. Nobody was watching me, single parent household. So I got into shit hella early, way earlier than I should have. I would not have smoked weed at 11. If I could go back and do it again, I would wait till I was 12. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like there's a lot of developmental shit that happens when you're a kid that you don't think about, you know what I mean? Like your brain, your little baby lungs, you know what I'm saying? So, could have made some better choices. But anyway, back to you.
Yes.
So you are bud tending now.
Yes.
Now you're running the spot.
Yes.
Hit me.
Yeah. So Mary Jane's Collective. I'm just really good at what I do, and I think before working here, when people think of weed, it's like it's a thing that people use it to get high, and they're just like druggies and this and that. But the people that I started seeing walking in the most were cancer patients, veterans, people working through just really tough diseases that were actually picking up medicine.
Yeah, for sure.
It was legit medicine, and they were patients. They were using it. They really were using it medically, and that opened up a whole new world for me, where I was like, wow, this actually helps a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I would interact with them, because at the time when you bud tended, you had all the jars. You would open the jars. You would weigh it out, let them smell it, let them interact with it. And we always had this saying where it was like, your nose knows best.
That's right.
We used to say that. I remember.
It was so intimate back then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was very personable.
Great.
I don't know what I want to smoke today. I don't know, like, what's going on. What are the choices? And you'd open the jar. They'd smell it. No, not that one. Ooh, that one smells good. It's like, okay, that's your body telling you.
Yeah.
It's a match.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a match.
Like, you like some scented candles, right?
Yeah.
You don't like the other ones.
Yeah.
You like these ones.
Yeah.
Those are terps.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
body like that. So
Your nose
same
knows
shit.
best. We
That's
always
good.
said that.
I never heard that. That's
we
great.
always said that.
I like that.
So then they'd be like, yeah, that feels good. So this is the one. Take this home, smoke it, and, let us know. And so it was, that's at the time how we were doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had a little paradigm shift while you were on your mission. Like, damn, I'm really helping people with medicine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been my North Star. Like, whenever the game gets whack and like I see one too many like rap videos or gold chains, and like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's not what this is about, bro. This is like medicine. Like, stay on your path. Keep bringing medicine to the people, Good medicine.
Yeah. It got to the point where, we sometimes on a good day, we would see maybe like 400, 500 patients.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a good spot. Yeah. And I think it was because it was a place where people found, these options that were actually helpful for them.
Yeah.
And I used to have a line of patients that would wait for me to bud tend for them.
Nice.
Like 10, 12 of them waiting, like, nope, she's gonna help me. She's gonna help me.
That's cool. Definitely made your mark.
Yeah, and it was because I genuinely cared. I would, go home and I would like study my genetics, I would study my medicine, I would study my plant. I started like really diving deeper into it.
Okay.
Because I was so caught up on like, I want to help these people. So when they're coming to me and they're asking me, they're in pain, they can't sleep, they have anxiety, I'm like, I love being the person that they trust to, have the best experience with the plant.
Yeah.
No doubt. That transformed everything for me.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's up, guys? I just want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors over at United Nutrients. Trusted by elite growers, United Nutrients delivers clean, reliable nutrition, trusted by top cannabis cultivators for enhancing plant health and maximizing yields, all while being easy to use. Affordable without compromising quality. United Nutrients offers premium nutrient solutions that remain affordable, ensuring growers get the best results without breaking the bank. Sustainability, cultivator-centered innovation. Developed through collaboration with cultivators, United Nutrients' science-backed formulations are designed specifically for cannabis, providing eco-friendly and efficient nutrient absorption to promote healthy and vigorous plants. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
So that was the
So how long did you do that?
Experience.
Yeah, how long did you do the
I did
collective
that
experience?
for
Like, where did that go?
about a year and a half.
Okay.
And then I moved on to open up another pre-ICO in Pasadena to kind of do like our own project, but it never got licensed, so
Gotcha.
that got shut down.
Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. So when do you move to, like, I don't know, where does it go from there?
From there, I started just kind of working with, because when I was doing the management at the dispensary, I got to know a lot of the brands. You know, at the time, like Brass Knuckles was super poppin', Heavy Hitters, 2020, just all these brands that were, when the whole branding started coming to life. Because I think that's when brands started really going hard with like
2018-ish? 17, 18?
I think so.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because
same.
before that, I don't think you saw it as much, right? Like the packaging, the stickers. It was when people started like making their marks, I think. So I built a lot of relationships being at the collective with these brand owners. So I just kind of started like wandering around, working with different people, doing different things here and there, just still trying to stay connected to the industry in however way I could.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. When did you really jump in? I feel like where you at now, what I know of you now, there had to be some sort of trigger event, some sort of like thing that happened to where you started your journey on that side of things.
Yeah, so the journey was, collectives, pre-ICOs, and then you started getting people like MedMen coming up and all this stuff. And so I just kept trying to build these projects of these shops. And I ended up just tumbling into some crazy people.
That happens.
And I didn't know anything about the trap world still.
Okay.
I didn't.
It's about to get juicy, folks.
I didn't. I just thought, like pre-ACO, collective, shops, dispensaries, MedMen, but the trap was still very super hidden for me.
Okay.
And it wasn't until I met this guy, and when we built a friendship, I was like, oh, so like, what do you do? Like, and he's like, oh, like, we work at the trap, like we're trappers. And I was like, what trappers? Like, what's that? I was genuinely like,
no doubt.
Yeah, I was like, trappers, like, what? And then
tell me more.
Huh?
Tell me more.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that world. And I built this connection with this person, built a friendship, and juicy enough, this person ended up like robbing me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like
damn.
Like robbing like everything, like my credit cards, my ID, my phones, maxed out my credit cards, got my bank account frozen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd that happen? You just woke up one day and he was gone?
No, I mean,
like,
well, actually kind of yes. It happened so fast. I was like, putting a shop together, and like I said, I had these relationships with these brands, and we were trying to, get the collective going, and he ended up robbing me. He robbed me and put me in a hole where my bank accounts got frozen. Took my phones, took my car. He took my fucking car at the time. Yeah, he took the car, and I got into a really bad debt because of it. that I had to spend the next year at the time paying off the debt that I was in because of the robbery that had happened.
What, he got you for some packs or something?
Just everything that we were setting up for the collective.
Got it.
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
everything that was getting set up.
How far behind were you? If you care to share that number. If you don't, it's cool. I'm curious.
How down I was?
Yeah, how much did you owe? Like, what was the nut you had to cover?
About 200,000.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
And she's never trapped before, folks. Yo, typically, just throwing this out there, typically, you do the trap shit first.
Yeah.
Then you go on the wreck shit.
Yeah.
And then, it kind of blends from there. But
Yeah.
you did the wreck shit first, then the trap shit. Interesting.
I was
Not by
down-
choice, it sounds like.
I was down about $200,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And how old were you at the time?
How old was I?
Yeah.
I was 26.
Fuck, that's a big debt for
I
a
was
26-year-old girl,
yeah,
dog.
I was 26.
That just started trapping. Ooh.
Yeah, and so
Wowzers.
So obviously the collective didn't happen, and I was in this debt. I had to pay back the brand owners, which, relationships are everything to me,
Yeah.
and I had to figure out how to just get myself back out of this hole. So I started. That took me up to Humboldt.
Okay.
I went up to Humboldt. I was in Grass Valley. I was up in Oakdale. I was in Modesto. I was like just, kind of wandering everywhere, trying to just like figure things out, how to connect the dots, and just trying to figure out how I was going to pay back this debt that I was in.
So based off what you just told me, I
Yes.
think I have a feeling what you were doing.
Yes.
So you get the plugs up top,
Yes.
you get the buyers down south, and connect those dots, and then you know what I mean. We run those points up until we hit 200.
I built my whole network doing that.
Yeah, you did.
I met all the growers.
Wow.
I met, some of the now known industry leaders. I just really built my relationships during that journey of like trying to pay back this debt that I was in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you seen probably so if you had to pay back 200K, right? You've seen more action in the pack game than probably a lot of these dudes that have been around for some years.
That's
Not
what I've
by
been told.
choice.
That's what I've been told, actually.
Yeah, you were boxing shit out for sure. Like,
Yeah.
wowzers.
I
That is
think
a crazy intro to the game.
I think it took me like 2 years.
2 years? That's respectable.
I think
That's respectable, man. That's
2
100K a year.
that, yeah, like
That you
2
coulda made
years
for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good fucking living for
Yeah.
a woman in her 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it took me
Wow.
maybe 2 years to.
Wow.
And I was living in my car doing that.
Damn.
Yeah, well, I ended up taking.
What a G.
I ended up borrowing my mom's car
Because car's gone.
Yeah, the car was gone.
Did they ever find the car?
The car was gone. No, just the car was.
Did
the
this
car
guy ever
was-
resurface?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
He did. Yeah, and when he resurfaced, he was in a terrible spot.
Yeah. Sounds like a bad person.
He was in an outcast position. Nobody was fucking with him.
Yeah.
He had done what he did to me to other people.
Sure.
And even now, he's just like an outcast.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the thing about our community.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have a bad name, especially
Yeah.
doing that kind of shit in our community. Like, that'll out you for good.
Yeah.
You know? Wow.
Yeah. So 2 years. I was living in my mom's Toyota RAV. I had all my belongings. I was one day in Grass Valley, and then the next in Missing Mountain, and then down to San Francisco, and I was just doing this triangle around California the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. The whole
Running
2
the gauntlet.
years. Huh?
Running the gauntlet.
Is that what
Yeah,
it's
I've
called?
heard people say that. Like,
Okay.
yeah, there's certain spots that you just circle around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like a triangle, you know?
Yeah.
It was a weekly triangle
Yeah.
that I was doing.
Shout out to you, though, for pulling it off.
Thank you.
It's fucking impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, that was, I got thrown in, you know?
Yeah, you got
I
thrown
really
into
got
the
thrown
game.
in.
Literally.
I had no choice. But to make it work, and then I think now that's why, you know, even doing what I'm doing, I feel so like, thick skin, resilient.
You definitely got thick skin from that. And this is a message to all the up and coming trappers, all the hustlers, all the young boys, man. If you get jammed up, man, you cannot run off on the plug because you got hit. That's your fault you got hit, and you gotta make the shit right.
Yeah.
If she could do it, you could do it.
Yeah, and I still have those relationships.
Yeah, you do.
To this day.
They're better than ever because they know what you did.
Yeah.
They know what you did to make things right, and nobody forgets that type of shit.
It's sometimes people actually laugh that I say this, but it's like, yo, my street credit is like
to the roof.
Pretty up there.
You up there, girl.
I have I
you got stripes in the hood, girl.
I can walk into most distros and I have credit. Good credit.
Hell yeah.
Like the credit score.
Yeah, the street credit score is
It's
great.
good. Yeah.
I respect it, man.
It's good.
Yeah, when I did my homework on you, your name was good in the hood, man. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, she cool. Yeah, get her on the show. Get her on the show. She got a dope story. I'm like, okay, cool.
I appreciate that.
Hell yeah, man.
I just every interaction, every person, like, I treat everybody, the way I want to be treated. I talk to people the way, like, I don't, just, you never know who the industry is so small, especially at the top. You never know who owns what, who's doing, so I have always just been the person to just treat everybody the way I would want to be treated. And I just want to be myself around, the people that I'm working with, the people that I'm dealing with, and just have genuine relationships, genuine connections.
Man. Timeless wisdom, folks.
Yeah.
Treat people like you want to be treated. This is one of the easiest ones that seem to be overlooked so many times.
Yeah.
Timeless wisdom. I'm trying to run it back. Hold up. Timeless wisdom. Go figure. Treat people like you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
one of the oldest ones in the book that some people don't seem to be able to grasp. So, shout out to you, man. I respect that.
Thank you.
That's dope. So, where does the story progress from there, my friend?
So I moved back to LA in 2019.
Okay.
And I found my apartment on Craigslist.
Shout out to Craigslist. Let's go.
I'm still at that house 6 years later.
Tight.
I love my home.
Good.
I live in a great neighborhood, and
Nice.
Craigslist. So I moved back to LA 2019. Things had been settled. Things were paid off. I was like, finally, like, okay, I'm back on my feet. I'm out this hole. I'm like, okay, where are we gonna take it from here? And I got a job at Shiva's Collective in downtown LA. Shiva's DTLA.
Nice.
Yeah, that was the next step
Hell
after
yeah.
that. But by then, I had already been exposed to the trap. So when I was like doing this management stuff, I was like,
Oh man.
Hold up.
This math ain't mathin'.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a taste of that money.
And that year I got introduced to, do you know Cali Plug?
No, I don't, but I know of him.
Okay,
For sure. I know of him, yeah.
So I got introduced to Cali Plug, the brand, and I started working with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I started working with Cali Plug.
Interesting fellow.
Yeah. But the brand, the brand was...
The actual brand, yeah.
At the time, the brand, what it was like a movement. Like anyone could be the Cali Plug. And
Okay.
I think that's why the brand was so successful.
Okay.
Because it gave people this, like, I could be the Cali Plug.
Yeah, like awesome OT shit, right?
Yeah. And it was actually, I saw it myself. It was actually very empowering for people to have that mentality of like, well, I can do it too.
That's
Cool. And that year, actually, at Shiva's Collective, we ended up throwing a 420 party. And we had about 5,000 people show up.
Wow.
Yeah, from all over the country.
Damn.
It has to be somewhere on film.
Oh my God.
Someone has to have that film.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, we had about 5,000 kids show
massive.
up. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
The line wrapped around 2 blocks.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were all there to see that guy. And
wow, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
His Snapchat was bumping back then, bro.
He was probably one of the first people to like, get that really going. And it was his movement. I when I see him, because I do run into him here and there, I still tell him like, props. Like what it was at the time, it really, I think, created a wave of like, these people feeling like I could be the Cali plug. I'm gonna be the Cali plug, and it's just kind of like starting that wave of that.
I had no idea there was a deeper meaning than Cali plug as the dude. You know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because I've been a Cali plug.
Yeah.
We were talking about this on the way over here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you're coming from.
And that's why I said I think it was so successful and became what it was because, it was so relatable.
Yeah.
To so many people.
For sure.
And it was like, oh, well, there's this dude doing it. Like, just, it was relatable. It was huge at the time. And when we saw 5,000 people pull up for our 420 event, it was like, okay, like, yeah. Yeah, these people, like, they're in it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's tight.
Yeah, that was 2019 420.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Kaya Core. Clean cocoa trusted by top cultivators. Kaya Core premium grade clean cocoa core is trusted by and respected by cannabis cultivators for optimal plant health and performance. It's all about the terps and quality first before yields, which is driven through clean 100% core, which provides smooth stratification throughout the media. Sustainable and eco-friendly. Sourced from eco-friendly coconut fiber produced in our 100% sustainable operation in India. Kaya provides an environmentally conscious solution without compromising cultivation quality. Kaya washes the cocoa multiple times to ensure a clean starting base with less salinity from other cocoa manufacturers. The plastic pot is 100% biodegradable for a sustainable solution. Tailored for cannabis growth, Kaya Core products are developed from direct feedback and collaboration with top cultivators, offering superior water retention, root aeration, and nutrient absorption for healthier, more vigorous plants. They buffer the cocoa to less than 0.3 EC with calcium nitrate to provide the cultivator with a strong starting point for transplant. You will be shocked how clear the runoff is from this clean cocoa. Kaya uses coarse ground cocoa core to achieve the 70-30 blend versus perlite or chunks. Go hit up Kaya Core. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was doing. 420.
It was a pretty memorable 420 for me.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It was.
What do you do for 420 nowadays? Have you hit the New York scene yet?
I've been in New York every year the last 3 years for 420.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm
so
gonna go
since
again.
it kicked off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, word. We got to burn one next year, man.
Nice,
I'm always out there for 420, man.
You're always there?
Hell yeah. We got tape. We got 10 up in this fucking park.
Okay.
Hit all the events, you know what I'm saying? We do a bunch of podcasts. Yeah, it's cool.
Were you there this year?
Mm-hmm. So when you walked in, right, on the tower side.
Okay.
Off to the right, on that first right side, kind of across from Heisenberg and like kind of close to House of Piff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That little section right there, that's where we were posted up.
Nice.
Do a couple bands in the park real quick. You feel me? Off 8th.
Okay.
How you doing?
Yeah.
It's fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Get to connect with the people, make a couple racks, fucking see your friends. My mom comes through. My homies, a couple of my homies from Jersey, New York pull up. We just form a little situation and, you know what I mean? Just spread the vibes, man.
We did the Billies this year.
Yep, we did the Billies.
Yeah.
Yep, that was fun, dude.
Yeah.
That was hella fun.
That was awesome.
Wow, what a fucking event that was. What floor were you on?
So I was
when
there.
the whole shit was jumping off.
So we were there, Muhammad's, Big Chief, and Puff LA.
Up top, 3rd floor?
We had every floor.
Oh,
One
shit.
in every floor.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got stuck on the 2nd floor. I didn't realize my homies were on the 3rd floor. I'm like, yo, what the fuck was y'all at, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It was kind of like the end of my trip, so I got to like, we were done shooting, so I could like, okay, I can catch a buzz now. I can get unfocused and just vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just vibing out to Larry June shit. You know
But New York is definitely where it's at on 420,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. I
Hell
would
yeah.
recommend everyone to be in New York on 420 at least once.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Yeah, it's the best. Cool, man. So after 2019 420, like, what's your vibe? Like, what you got going on? You still working at? How long did you work at that dispensary for? Till you said, fuck that, I'm trapping.
Oh,
That's it.
after we did the 420 event, the Shiva spot, it actually got shut down. It ended up getting shut down later that year.
Okay.
So that, like I said, when we talk about the gray zone, you started to see a lot of these collectives get shut down left and right.
Yeah.
They started going down. They weren't getting their permits. They weren't getting approved. Most of them honestly couldn't even afford to do it, which was a huge,
I'm familiar.
It was a very sad thing to see because, like I said, a lot of these places provided such a safe space for these patients, and they just started getting shut down. So that was one of the spots that didn't make it to licensing as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, LA, yo, shout out to LA, yo. It's fucking straight cowboys down there with these trap dispensaries, man. Like, it's like some of them stayed open, some didn't. Some got hit, some didn't. Some were still going, some are not. Like, it's just the numbers game. It's the volume. You can't hit them all,
Yeah.
I respect that. It's kind of same shit that's happening in New York right now.
It is, right?
Know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the trucks. You guys have the trucks out there.
Yeah.
Like the,
Yeah, like fucking taco trucks sell weed, bro. Like, yo, it's crazy. Crazy. Yo, I go back home, I'm still tripping the fuck out, dude. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I used to have to take, when we used to go up to the Heights and get piff back in the day, we used to have to take the G-Dub in, the George Washington Bridge in, boom, get your issue. If you really want to make it home safe, boom, shoot down the west side, go back home through the tunnel. Because after 9/11, they had bridge watch, you feel me? So if you come across the bridge like an hour or two, you can whoop whoop on the other side, like, yo, what's doing here for 2 hours? How'd you step out of the car? Tell you what, give it to me now, I'll let you go. That type shit.
Okay.
And, I come from that to like selling weed in the park in front of cops, just big blowing it down with my team. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, even last year, like, a paddy wagon pulled up in front of the spot, right? No threat at all. I'm like, yo, we gotta go. It's time to go. My homies are like, okay, cool. Packing the table. My boys from Cali don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then the Puerto Rican lady next to me selling the liquor, she's like, yo, Papa, why you leaving? What you worried about? They not gonna do nothing. I'm like, you're right, I'm bugging.
Yeah.
All right, we good. But like, it's still in me, man. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
This can't be real,
Yeah, it's come a long way.
Come a long way, man.
Yeah.
Come a long way. So what's next? What's next in your journey?
So actually, I want to take it back just a little bit.
Take it back wherever you want.
I want to take it back 2 years before the 420 event.
Okay.
This is another thing that I was, I guess is interesting. I actually went to court to fight for custody of my daughter because I was in cannabis.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Did your baby father take you to court for
yes.
that? Oh,
yes.
wow. What was he saying? I went to court,
yeah. And it was also a very, like, everybody around me was like, you gotta get another job. You gotta leave the industry. You can't do this. You gotta, like, get a legit job. I'm like, well, what is a legit job? What is a legit job?
Right.
What does that even mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got the court paperwork, and I had a hearing, and they give you a couple months before you have your actual court date. And everyone was like, you're going to lose your kid, you're going to lose your custody, so I was in a very, like, just also
sucks.
Did a lot of meditation on it, did a lot of thinking on it. I sat on it, and in my heart I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
For sure.
I am providing. I am working. And a lot of people may not even see it like this, but I actually help people.
Yeah.
And I had to stand by that.
Hell yeah.
Well, everybody was telling me, even my own mom was like, you can't, like, get a good job. Everyone was, I was going against the wave. Like, I was just swimming right into, like, just, I could lose everything. It was. And then we went to court, and my boss at the time, the owner of Mary Jane's Collective, he wrote a letter for me, and gave me all his permits, gave me all, like, this is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he gave me all the paperwork that I needed, that I was, like, working at a legit spot at the time, and that they were in the process of getting, their rec license, wrote a letter for me. I actually got a couple letters from different people for the judge.
Sure.
And it ended up being that the judge was also like, I don't see anything other than someone providing for their family.
Hell yeah.
You know? And it was also because I think it was at that gray zone time where things were changing.
Yeah.
Things were changing everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just in the business wise, but in the mentality of the stigma was also transitioning. Where I even had this judge, you know, my heart was like, this is it. This is the big moment. But, you know, I remember she was like reading the letter and she was like, I just see a woman here who is doing what she can to provide for her family.
No doubt.
And I won the case.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you and the judge for seeing the light, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
and all the people that wrote you a character letter and your boss,
yes,
too. That was big.
Yeah, my boss.
That was big,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, he walked me through every step of the way. Would talk to me about it. Because, you know, I did come to him like, hey, I'm going through this. This is happening. Like, I could lose my kid. I don't, you know. So I needed help. I needed help. And that was another thing that, like, I started realizing was the community behind the industry on the back end was I started finally like feeling this support that I didn't really feel before in my life.
Yeah.
And I started feeling like I was curating like this sense of like my family, like people were showing up for me when I needed it. And that was one of the big times where I was like, I need your help. And everybody showed up for me.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, and I won the case.
Shout out to you and the community, man, for coming together for you.
Yeah.
I've had experience with the community as well. Like, my son went missing one time. He ran away, and like the community, like every dispensary around here blasted, helped me. Like, people, like, you know, matter of fact, my homeboy Turkeyback Tom in the industry, like, he helped me find my kid. Like, we gave up, and like he came through, and just like he could think straight, so he was thinking us through this shit. You know what I'm saying? We was searching all day type shit. And then, like, you know, unfortunately we get a lot of fires in the state, and like I see like my homie Danky Clouds just lost his spot, and mad people came through for him, gave him mad bread, clothes, weed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You constantly see that, man. Like, when it's time for the community to come together, when some bullshit happens to one of us, man, like, as long as you're a good person, like, we'll come through for you, you know?
Exactly.
And I'm so glad to hear that happen for you, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So I wanted to like just, you know, share that when you truly like believe in something and everything's like pushing you the opposite way, but if you truly stand by something in your heart and it's with good intent, I want to like encourage people, like, you got to stand by it. You know, I think that's very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For sure. Love that.
Yeah.
So, like, where does it go from, like, after it sounds like you're pretty much done with the rec scene now, right?
Yes.
What was the next obvious move for you? Did you think like, oh, maybe I should get a job, or just keep being a steward of the plant and bring the medicine to the people?
I definitely still do that now. I think I still help a lot of people have access to clean cannabis, affordable cannabis, clean and affordable.
Nice.
That's, I feel like, always going to be part of what I do with my work. But now I'm in manufacturing.
Oh, no shit.
Now
Nice.
I'm in manufacturing and co-packing and distribution.
Fire.
That's what I do now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you helping brands get started? You helping existing brands?
We help brands scale.
Scale. Oh,
yes,
cool.
we help brands scale through manufacturing and co-packing, and then we
Nice.
also have like a really good marketing team.
Tight.
So we either onboard brands that we know have something that, like, okay, this could be big.
Yeah.
And we take them on, and every brand that we take on, it's pretty much like our own brand, and we help them grow, we help them scale, we help them kind of like a one-stop shop.
No doubt. No doubt. Oh, that's good.
That's what I'm doing now.
That's awesome, man. And you're in a great place for that, LA.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many brands down there.
Yeah.
You know, up and coming brands, existing brands, et cetera, et cetera.
But the thing about that is as it gets closer and closer to federal, I hate always comparing it to like the alcohol industry,
Yeah.
but eventually you're gonna have your like top brands. You know,
For sure.
you're gonna have your Coors Light of cannabis.
Yep.
You're gonna have your Corona. You're gonna have your top brands that are kind of pretty much gonna take over the umbrella of the industry.
Of course.
I think across the nation, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of like our vision. Like we want to be on those shelves of like,
Oh yeah.
you know, we're on the top list of the brands where you see them. Eventually you're going to see them in Walmarts, you're going to see them in 7-Elevens, you're going to see them, you know, in all those places. That's kind of around the corner.
It is.
You know?
It's so hard to
Yeah.
envision like and see how it's going to roll out, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It is.
Kind of like it where it's at.
Yeah.
But it has to evolve, you know, it has to. It has to. And you got to pivot, you know?
And
Position
you're always going to have the connoisseur side.
Thank God.
Which is
Because that's where I'm going to stay alive.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's kind of where I want to go to.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's what I want to do. I want to do the accessible and affordable connoisseur quality cannabis.
Yeah.
For the people. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think California will hold it down in that arena for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think I hope that brings a lot of action back to, you know, the Emerald Triangle and like really getting it from where it all started and like really supporting like these you know, these family farms, man. Like I hope that's part of the play. I really do.
Which now most of these family farms are owned by like, you know, 1 or 2 corporations. Like you even see that now, you know.
Yeah.
I think a couple months ago I did a tour through Glass House.
Oh, no shit.
Have you been there?
No.
Okay, so like their clone room is the size of a football field.
Damn.
Literally. I couldn't believe it. And they're about to double up in size. Like
Yeah,
you
they're
need
ready.
a golf cart to get through from the clone room to like, you know, to different areas of of different sections of growing the plant. Every single part was the size of a football field. Just massive.
Yeah, I heard massive. Anytime I hear about this place,
Massive.
fucking massive.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But that's where it's going.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
That's where it's headed. It already is there. It's
A
already
lot of interesting things have been
yeah
happening over there for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
So that was very eye-opening to see.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you're gonna take a look at what it's gonna look like, that's
Yeah.
what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
You know, like being positioned to be like the Amazon or whatever, just volume distribution, et cetera, et cetera. You know, they're certainly positioned.
Yeah.
You know, you like them, you don't like them. They're certainly positioned for
Yes.
sure. For sure. What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Grove Bags. Listen, Grove Bags are hands down the best way to store your cannabis. Forget jars, forget Mylars. Nobody does it like Grove Bags. Listen, it's a 6-layer, non-static bag. State-of-the-art technology. It's gonna keep your weed fresher for longer. It keeps your cannabis between 58 and 62% humidity at all times, the optimal humidity to store cannabis. It's gonna increase your shelf life, help prevent mold, weight reduction. Hands down, it's the best product out there. We don't use anything but Grove Bags at Good Pizza. And especially if your product is in stores, we all know there's some shelf life issues at the stores. This is gonna keep your product lasting longer on those shelves. So when your customer goes to try it, it's gonna be fresh cannabis. Listen, if you wanna store your cannabis the proper way, use Grove Bags. Use promo code PIZZA with 3 Z's. That's PIZZZA. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
But that's also kind of why I brought this book for you.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that book.
I know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy
Same.
about that. Yeah. You know, we talk about these massive corporations and big pharma and, you know, cannabis, but the plant is always gonna, like, the connoisseur side or the people that, you know, that are doing it like you with the love and the passion. I don't think that that's ever gonna go away. I think wow, I lost my train of thought with what I wanted to say. There's just so much that I wanted to say that it all got like tangled into
good.
it all got tangled into how I wanted to say it.
Cannabis and spirituality.
These
name of the book.
These corporations, they're not only do they not care to see the plant for what it is, but they're just never going to. They're not going to sell it. They're not going to distribute it with that like perspective of it being like its own entity and its own energy life force, you know? Yeah. And I think that's just like really going to separate the two worlds. And I think that, how do I explain it?
Look, just based off what you just said, that is my belief and hope. And I believe in what you just said, for sure.
Like, they're never going to win.
No.
They're never going to, you know, their idea is like, we're taking over. It's like, you're not taking anything.
Yeah.
You know?
You might take some of the mids market share, but like, you can't sell culture. You can't teach culture. Like, you either are in or you are not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
And smoking a couple of joints in college don't qualify you, Brad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, we got that going for us. For
so
sure.
So the people like us, like, you know, we're gonna be okay. Because I think the plant is more than, it's abundant. It's an abundant, you know, entity, and when you see it and recognize it for what it truly is, I think that it kind of always gives back. You Definitely. Know, and that's how I have felt since working with it from day one. Almost kind of like it's always taken care of me in a way.
Same.
You know, like it watches over me, it takes care of me, it helps me, it teaches me the lessons that I need to learn and understand to continue the mission of, like, you know, protecting what it is for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For all of us.
Man, I dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your head on your shoulders for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. I dig that. And
I know my words.
I stand by those words. No.
My words probably don't come out the way they are in my brain.
No, it's good. No, you convey that message well. That's what time I'm on. Like, exactly what you said, man.
Yeah.
If you take care of the plant will take care of you, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, do it for the right reasons. Do it for love, you know? And, yeah, you'll be all right. You know? We'll all be all right.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I got the name High Culture from, was like working and doing like the business things that I do, but with this sense of like, you know, just staying in that mission.
Yep.
And still spreading that word of like, yeah, you know, we're all making our money, we're doing all, you know, but like, hey, we're still on like a mission.
Absolutely.
You know, and we need to protect the plant for what it is, and we need to keep that. We need to share that abundance. If we have it, you need to share it. You need
Absolutely.
to give it to others, and that's kind of like what I feel I do a lot in my day-to-day, you know, or I try to as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I also think that that's why, you know, I'm so thankful that the company has been doing so well, because
Nice.
it just it multiplies when you give, when you're thankful, when you're appreciative, it that has a ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Universe, pay you back.
And that's kind of like, I think where I've been at recently is in this ripple effect of the people that I work with, the people around me, they feel that, and they, you know, and I love that. I love like that they come to me and they tell me, you know, like, we're helping each other keep a roof over our heads at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing here.
That is exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
It might look like we're having a lot of fun doing it, and we are.
We do. Yeah.
But, like, sorry for choosing my dream job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's dope. And, like, speaking of, you know, your current operation where you work now, like, I've been bumping into people that know you, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
mutual
yeah.
people, like Nameless. I didn't put it together. That's that's my boy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say his name.
Nameless.
Nameless. We keep him nameless right now on 4. But yeah, when I put that together, I'm like, oh shit, no shit. Okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
It was literally that day or the day after you had told me, you had texted me like, yo, I met one of your peoples and shit. I'm like, oh shit. And I had to say this, like, anybody I know that's done business with her, no, she's legit, bro. Like, she got a cool spot, armed security, like, super safe. Like, I'm like, okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah,
I
it's
love
cool.
it.
My bro, Exotics 916 too.
Say that again?
And my bro, Exotics 916, my boy Nick.
Okay.
He dealt with you as well.
Nice.
He said nice things about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We do a lot of good work together. That's my bro.
I love that.
Yeah. Good
That makes
for you,
me
man.
happy.
Yeah, good for you.
It makes me
Should be.
very I like that people can trust me and feel safe with me, and I really like providing, you know, this safe space for a lot of these guys where, you know, they're not going to feel like, oh, she's, you know, going to rob me or pull up on me, or, you know, which happens every day all the time. I hear stories about it all the time. And I've kind of, you know, built this rep where, like, people know that they're not going to fucking worry about that shit with me, you know? So
good
I
business.
think that's also very important. Yeah.
Good business is the only business.
Good business.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what's the next, like, 5 to 10 years look like for you? What's on the horizon? What you got?
So, I think eventually after federal, they're going to start doing the international licensing. I think eventually they're going to allow us to import and export. I think Colombia's already doing it, and other countries are doing it. So as soon as they open the borders, I want to have a boutique distribution business where I can send California boutique cannabis to, like, different parts of the world.
Hell yeah.
And honestly, I feel like if I accomplish that and have a couple good accounts and, you know, different parts of the world, I'm going to be a very, very happy girl.
I love that.
Very happy girl.
Well, I got to ask you this because I too would love to do that.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on transportation? Boutique cannabis. Okay. We got temperature control issues. We have, I mean, this shit's only good for a month, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? By the time it gets to customs, how long does it take to go to wherever the fuck it's going, get on those shelves? Like, that's the shit I worry about now just in California. Like, does this distro van have fucking AC? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How does it store its cannabis? You know what I mean? So, like, what do you think our hurdles are going to be with that?
I mean, yeah, I've seen weed in shops that is 8 months old, 9 months old. I've seen some stuff that's, like, falling apart in jars on the shelves.
Yeah.
I think more than hurdles, I think a solution is going to be more. I don't think that dispensaries should be the only place where you can get weed.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you should be able to get weed at a bakery. I think you should be able to get weed at a yoga studio. Like, why are dispensaries the only place where you can buy cannabis? And I think that if you expand the market to different types of businesses, now you have a more speedy return on the access that consumers have to it.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, I'd love to sell pizza in a pizzeria, good pizza in a pizzeria.
Yeah.
All my friends want me to open a pizzeria. I'm like, nah, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
If I sell some good pizza in a pizzeria, we lit.
Yeah.
But
it's like, why are dispensaries and delivery services the only place where you can buy weed? Why?
Well, I don't know if they passed it, but I know the bill's up again. I think they passed it, where they can do the farmer's market now. So farmers can sell direct to their customers, which is fucking beautiful.
I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Beard Bros just posted it this week. And I'm a skimmer. I didn't, like, read the whole shit. Okay. You know what I mean? But it looked like it got passed. So, and that's for 2025. It did get passed. I think it's going to be in action 2025. So that's pretty dope. That's definitely a move in the right direction. But, like, I used to live in PA, right, Pennsylvania, and in Pennsylvania, how it works with the liquor and the beer, like, you can only buy liquor from the PLCB, the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board. So you can only buy liquor, wine and spirits in a liquor store. You can't buy no beer. You can buy beer in a beer store. You can buy it in a pizzeria. You could buy it wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like weed could be like that. You know what I'm saying? We could buy we can get some pre-rolls with my fucking slice.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Not pre-rolls. I mean, I bust my shit down and roll it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The average person would want a pre-roll with slice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's fucking, hopefully, the way of the future, you know? They should make us write the laws. We'd be all right. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it would just be so much better if you can just go to your local bakery in the morning or when you're at the yoga studio, you know, and just be able to buy weed at these locations.
Hell yeah. I agree.
Yeah, they should.
I agree.
I think eventually it will get like that, you know? But
I hope so, man. It makes me nervous as fuck, I ain't gonna lie, but I know it has to happen. I know it's gonna happen. Just when, you know?
Yeah. But as far as like the temperature control and all the other things that you mentioned, those are all very good points with transportation. And
I am a psycho with weed storage.
Yeah.
Anybody buys weed from me knows that shit ain't never seen over 70 degrees. Ever. Not a day in his life. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I know what it takes to keep, you know, shout out to all my grower homies, shout out to everybody that's poured into me and gained me up on, you know, curing, weed storage, et cetera, et cetera. Like, how can we stretch this beautiful weed till it gets to the end user? And I apply all those practices.
So you think that growing it there in these parts of the world is probably the best option?
Yeah, I think, okay, if you're a brand, get a really good IP leasing situation where you lease your IP, your intellectual property, to another situation, big company that has a facility that meets your QC standards and has distribution, has a sales team and marketing that can move your product in an efficient way, in a fast way. Mm-hmm. I think that would be the ideal situation, but it's not California weed.
Yeah.
So we got to figure that out. You know, and we will. I'm sure we will. You know, just fucking dry ice and like all kinds of ice packs and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shit show. Let's just be real.
We'll
First
see.
couple years will be a shit show, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Pieheads are fucking smart, and we smoke weed. We think about things, and we zone out. And then in the middle of a sesh just like this, be like, I got it.
We zone out.
Fucking, I got it. I got it. So that it'll happen. It'll happen. So what do you know that the industry should know? What you calling bullshit on that you see now in the industry right now?
Calling bullshit on?
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's been coming more to light, but I also stand a lot on these THC percentages, man. These THC percentages. It's
cringy as fuck.
Or trying to build hype around that, like my weed is better than your weed based off THC percentages. I really don't like that. And I actually don't have a problem calling out people on that sometimes. Like it doesn't mean...
we dropping some names?
Good. No.
We shooting shots?
But THC percentages on flower doesn't make it better than other flower. And it doesn't, like, you know, at that point, now you're, like, basically selling psychedelics. Because cannabis could be psychedelic with a high THC percentage. I've experienced it.
Hell yeah.
But I think that is some bullshit. That
it
happens.
Is some bullshit.
And tricking consumers to think... Yes. This is some good weed because it has 37, 36, whatever the THC percentage. Like, I don't like that.
I just had one of my best batches of Gelnade from Preferred, Shop Preferred, and I had a lot of clubs pass on it because it was 26%. I'm like, guys, the terps are like 4%, dog. What are you guys talking about? Okay. It's fine.
It's so crazy you said Gelnade because I was thinking Gelnade in my brain.
No shit?
Yes, and I'll tell you. And I'll
tell you. Low? Is it test low, Norm? It's the first time I ever launched it in rec.
I don't know what it is about Gelnade. I don't know.
Do you like it?
So I actually I texted Doja about this. I was like, I really hope that this conversation comes up so I can talk about my experience with your Gelnade.
Oh.
So I went to his Gelnade drop one time.
Okay.
And I was even asking about the genetics, like, does it have any Jack Herrera? Like, does it come from the Jack family? Because for some reason, Jack is like, with my brain, I tweak out.
You get racy.
I don't know what it is.
No, I know what it is. You don't like those terps.
I literally tweak out with any Jack Herrera genetic.
That's lemon strains for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, go.
Okay. And so I remember taking a couple hits from this Gelnade that Doja dropped, and I felt like I had eaten mushrooms.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
My homie like saw the whole thing. I was like,
he saw you melt.
Yeah, I was like, not okay.
Yeah, I feel you. We have our moments. We all have our moments.
Like, I feel like I'm in a mushroom trip right now. You know, yeah. So I had to take an Uber home, and I was just like trying to calm myself, and I was like, whoa, that was something.
Yeah. But you gotta remember, Doja rolls eighth joints, so like When you think about smoking weed, right?
Yeah.
And we'll bring it back to THC percentage, right?
Yeah.
Because this might be relevant. Like, okay, THC percentage is if like you smoke a little bit, that's how much you get. But if you're smoking an eighth in a joint, think about how much weed you're bringing in off a pull of weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot more. You know what I'm saying?
And then also
you're
the terpene profile. And
yeah,
how
well, that's what
react.
got you. That's what got you.
That,
the terps.
and that's what I think it was.
It's probably the lemonade in there.
Yeah.
It's lemonade times 41.
That's what he told me. I was like, what what is in that? And,
the lemon terps got you.
Yeah.
So you don't like lemonine?
I don't know. My brain just is like,
yeah,
nope,
stay away from lemon terps.
Yeah.
See, that one I can get away with. Some other ones, no way.
Yeah.
Can't do it. But like, the gelinade is like my max lemonine that I can handle.
Anyone says gelinade and I'm like,
because it gets me stoned.
Nope. Yeah.
As long as I can get stoned with it, I'm cool. But if I'm just up like and I'm racy, I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't it.
Yeah, I wonder why that happened.
My endocannabinoid system does not like it.
Yeah.
Some people reach for the lemons.
Yeah.
I get it. Like Lemon Up from Cushington. It's fucking fire. But it does the same thing to me. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I felt
it's like. Too much sauce, bro.
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention to that when you smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you could
your
smell
nose
it.
knows.
You could smell it. Your nose knows best.
Nose knows.
Yeah.
So stay the fuck away from lemon terps, dog.
Yeah, I had
We
no
can't have you
idea.
melting out in them streets, man. You got to be on point,
crazy.
girl. How do you like to consume cannabis? What's your twist?
I really enjoy spliffs. I like that tobacco like buzz that you get.
But no gelinade.
No
gelinade.
Tobacco
buzz over that. Yo, that's
anytime
crazy.
says like no gelinade.
Did you used to smoke cigarettes?
Huh?
Did you smoke cigarettes
No,
back in the day?
cigarettes. No cigarettes.
Okay,
Just
blunts?
Blunts, I like blunts, yeah.
Okay.
But I actually import my tobacco from Mexico.
Okay.
And it's a very natural form of tobacco, probably as close as you can get to the tobacco plant.
Cool.
So every time I go to Mexico, which I go pretty often, all my family is down there.
No doubt.
I always bring my tobacco with me for my spliffs. Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, shout out to all my European homies, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Julian was just in here from THCs. He was rolling big spliffs, bro. He rolled I seen him roll a joint with just tobacco and hash. I'm like,
oh my goodness, just tobacco and hash.
Straight up, dude. He's a G. He smokes. But thank you.
Yeah.
Because you did not do that.
Which one are you smoking there?
So I'm smoking some Z right now, and I rolled you up some. What did I roll you?
I actually want to hit this.
Yeah, hit that.
I actually want to hit this.
That is. Damn it! What was it? Oh, Honeydew from the homie Dave from Preferred.
Yeah, I want to try this. Oh, did I fuck that up? I think.
Yeah, you did.
I think I could still.
You
fix
did.
It.
You can fix it though.
Fix it. Yeah.
I'm fucking with you now. You're good. I'm totally joking. Okay, while you like that, why don't you give us your top 3 strains of all time? We're gonna go one old school, one new school, and a desert island strain. You stuck on the island with gelinade for the rest of your life. Just kidding.
I would set the island on fire.
No. We're not bringing gelinade to the island, folks. We're just kidding.
If anybody likes, I think like it's just something strong I guess no. I guess people will react differently to those citrus terps, huh?
Yeah, look, everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
This is your answer. This is your island. It's just you and Wilson. Okay. You're stuck.
Bubba Kush. Pre-98 Bubba Kush.
For the island? Or for old school?
For my old school.
Nice,
favorite.
solid. Super solid.
A pre-98 Bubba Kush
is
the best for me. My favorite. Always has been. What was the other one? Island.
Desert Island and something new you fucking with.
Desert Island, I think lemon cherry gelato.
Nice.
It makes me more giddy, and the Bubba Kush makes me more zen.
Yeah, nice.
The Bubba Kush just like
chills
me out. Love that heavy, feeling that I get from it, relaxed. And I think lemon cherries make me more giddy, more creative.
Okay, cool.
And then what was the last one?
Something new you fucking with.
Something new. I smoked a blue yuzu.
Oh, nice.
A blue yuzu that was given
heard that
to
recently.
me. Yeah, blue yuzu. It was given to me at the family reunion event.
Okay.
Earlier. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the grower.
Were they from Michigan? No?
I don't remember.
It was from Cali? It was grown in Cali?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, but I know it was called the Blue Yuzu, and
Tight.
it was phenomenal. It was
Tight.
great.
I think I just seen the First Smoke Boys do an interview in Michigan. They were talking about that.
The Blue Yuzu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that's where it's from. And I heard it was dope.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, it was delicious. It was great.
What was the vibes like? Like blue Zushi, like Z vibes? Like what was the terp profile?
I want to say more Z vibes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Not mad at that.
Huh?
Not mad at that.
Not mad at that. You like
No.
this? You like the Z?
Oh yeah, I
vibes?
love Z.
Is that your favorite?
It's like my podcast weed. I could smoke it. It won't knock me out. You know,
This is
I could
tasty.
vibe. It's nice. That's nice. Tight. If there was one strain you could bring back, what would it be?
Blue Dream
Blue Dream.
all day.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like the beginning, like the early Blue Dream days,
Yeah.
where like before it got watery.
Yeah.
I feel like,
I mean,
yeah.
now you don't even really see Blue Dream anywhere.
No, it's super mid.
all.
Every time I see it, it's mid as fuck. It smells
Right?
like hay.
Yeah, that's
super
another
mid.
thing. It's not.
I know it's
grown-
Blue Dream,
Yeah.
but it ain't like.
I think Blue Dream I would want to bring
Okay.
back. They should bring it back. Someone needs to
Okay.
bring it back.
I know a couple cats that have it.
Really?
That just
I haven't seen
throw
a
one or two
good
plants in
Blue
the
Dream
row
in
just for
years.
fucking shits and giggles. Like, yo, bro, I still got it. Look. Why are you growing that? You're not even smoking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all good. What about weed etiquette? What's your smoking weed, growing weed, whatever, pet peeve? What grinds your gears?
About growing weed or
Smoking weed, anything weed related, whatever that means to you.
I mean, I look at packs all day. I run through looking at maybe at hundreds of packs throughout the week, and you can really see when stuff has too much PGR in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's like the nugs are so stressed out. They're like struggling. It's just all growth hormones. That's probably like, everyone's like, oh, I got this for the low. That I was like, yeah, that's all PGR, bro.
Yeah.
And you can see it. I don't need to be a grower.
Get those golf balls out of here.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm like, this.
Yeah, for sure.
And when we go back to like the medicinal part of it, it's like, this actually makes it worse.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
You're putting all these chemicals, and now you hear about more and more commonly like anxiety and panic attacks and things like that. It's like, yeah, because you're smoking all PGR. You're smoking all these growth hormones. Of course you're going to freak out. Like, you can see it in the nugs, you can see it.
That's funny you say that. My boy, Real Trees brought that up to me one time. He's like, yo, bro, like, I've noticed, like, when I'm smoking these different varieties and these different packs, like, what you said, he's like, sometimes, like, you ever notice when your breathing gets a little heavy and slow, or, like, you do get a little panicky and you're not feeling right, like, maybe in your chest region, it starts getting tight. He's like, bro, I bet you that's PGRs or, like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it, and then you can definitely feel it. It's not like people are like, oh, I don't smoke weed anymore. Like I'm like, well, what are you smoking? Where are you getting your weed from? What, and then I've actually helped a few people, some of my friends, overcome their anxiety.
Nice.
By helping them understand, like, terpene profile, THC percentages, genetics, and just finding what's right for you. But yeah, these growth hormones, and because everything, it's a weight game, it's a numbers game, right? So kind of like chicken, you inject it with hormones, you get more weight, you get more money.
Exactly.
I hate that.
I feel you.
I don't like that.
Same.
It's
Fuck PGRs.
I understand it's a numbers game and it's weight, but you can do it in a way where it's it's still a good thing.
Yeah.
And you can see when the nugs are healthy and when they're happy, when you can see that just by looking at the packs. I'm like, okay, these are good. You just start to like understand like when a flower is happy and not PGR infested.
Especially when you're a boss like her and you look at hundreds of pounds a week. You heard that shit, young boys? Keep up. And on that note, we're going to take a little break. What's up, pizza fam? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Check this out. I'm getting a lot of questions on where I can find the fire Good Pizza. Check this out. We got you covered. We're in NorCal, SoCal, Central Valley, San Diego. We got you covered on the slices. Peep the list. Go check out the shop. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. Peace, love, Good Pizza. Favorite place to smoke? Hit me.
My favorite place to smoke?
Yeah.
My home. by myself.
Oh.
After a long day of work.
Loner stoner. I like it.
Yeah.
I can relate.
That's my favorite.
Tight.
It really
Tight.
is. Yeah.
Favorite stoner food?
Favorite stoner food? That is a good one. I love sweets in general, ice cream, cookies, any baked goods. But when I smoke weed and when I'm really high, I actually lose my appetite.
I've been there before.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, I've been there before.
I'm one of those people where I don't really get the munchies. I kind of just like, I actually become more conscious of what I'm going to eat.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I lose my shit.
Yeah.
Yo, in my younger
why.
smoking days, I was like that. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't cut you like that.
Uh-huh. No, you're good.
But I was like that. Like I would not smoke right before I eat because it fucked my appetite up. Now, I can do it. Like I love smoking right before I eat. I don't know.
I think
each one.
I think because when I'm like really high, I could feel almost like every organ in me.
Okay.
And that was another thing. I used to smoke before working out a lot. And I used to get high before the gym, and I can feel my muscles more. I was like more connected to myself physically.
For sure.
And I think that happens with my appetite, where I feel my organs. I feel I'm just like more in tune with myself. So I become more aware of like what I want to put into my body.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the effect that I get from cannabis.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we're going to take it one step deeper. I don't know if we can take this route. But what's your middle of the night? You're high as fuck. You're walking through the kitchen. You're a scumbag. You know it. It's on the counter. You're taking the whole shit down. Or are you conscious and you don't think like that? I don't know if that's going to work, dog.
I could eat a burger.
Okay.
I could eat 2 burgers.
Okay. Burgers.
Yeah,
She likes burgers. Yeah. Smash burgers?
I don't think I've had smash burgers.
Oh, you got to try smash burger.
I like Five Guys.
No. It's a style of burger.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's the patty, right? With raw onions, and they smash it down.
Okay.
And they cook it like that. So it's like nice and crispy on both sides.
Okay. No, I don't think I've had that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You got to come to the next Good Pizza party. We're having it's on National Pizza Day.
Okay.
We took that shit over. It's now National Good Pizza Day. It's in February. I'll get you the info. My homie Stoner Burgers will come. Aside from my pizza makers, you know what I mean? And he got you.
Nice.
It's a fucking vibe.
So it's a style of it.
It's just a style of burger. Yeah,
Okay.
You'll see it everywhere now.
Yes,
That I told you.
yeah,
You know,
okay.
you're in LA. You can
Yeah,
for sure
yeah.
find a smash burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could change one day in your past, what day would that be?
Ooh.
Going deep.
Ooh. If I could change one day in my past, I can't think of a specific day.
I could think of one for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably switch up what I did the day you got robbed.
Yeah.
But wait. But hold up.
But I don't feel that way.
You know what? No. We can't,
don't.
because that's what made you.
I don't feel that way at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
You see, you can't be playing with the past, man.
It was the best worst thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
Best worst thing. And I wouldn't change it.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
I wouldn't be here with you.
For sure.
today.
Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't.
You're right.
You know?
That story intrigued me. I knew the story before the show, just so y'all know. Yeah. Wow. And it's actually a little crazier than you said.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, the details.
She gave y'all the PG-13 version.
Total
You know what I'm
tip
saying?
of the iceberg, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah.
And I think
you don't have to answer that.
Yeah.
If you're good with how it went down,
I'm super good with how it went down.
then you good with how it went down.
I mean, that
Hell
sounds
yeah.
a little No, I mean, I wouldn't change it.
Cool.
I wouldn't change it.
Cool. No, not like how life went down, not
Yeah.
that day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll accept that as an answer.
Yeah.
If you could smoke with 2 people, one that's dead and one that's still alive, who would they be?
One that's dead, I would love to smoke with Alan Watts.
Oh, nice.
I love him.
Yeah, same.
You like him?
I do.
Love Alan
I do.
Watts. Yeah. I would love to spark one up with him. And someone that is alive, that's a good one. I don't.
If all else fails, just go like comedian funny. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll help you.
Felipe Esparza.
There you go.
Do you know him?
Nope.
No, he's
but it sounds funny.
hilarious. He's the best.
You said it after I said comedian, so I assumed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he would be.
Send me some clips.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, please.
He's hilarious.
Please, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to take it back to your favorite plug of all time. Give him a shout. Him or her.
My favorite
Your
plug?
all-time favorite plug from back in the day. Took good care of you. You answered, they called.
My business partner.
Nice. Oh, you guys are still rocking. Hell yeah.
Yeah, my business partner to present day, he's like my backbone.
Nice.
My backbone for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, coincidentally, on June 16th is National Plug Day. You have to get him a gift.
Okay. June 16th.
June 16th.
Okay.
If you forget, it's Pac's birthday.
It is?
Yeah, Pac's birthday, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Tupac?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Gemini like me.
Same. It happens to be my birthday as well.
Are you a Gemini?
Yeah, I'm born June 16th. It's
Gemini.
Plug Day.
Yeah.
I made the shit, goddammit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, well, when's your birthday? Oh, wait, tell me off the camera.
Off the camera?
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't need all that information. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm a Gemini.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to us. What's one of the most hardest things you had to overcome? And even, I'll take it a step further, being a woman in cannabis, right? What is one of the most hardest things you had to overcome in a male-dominated industry?
So I can share an experience.
Sure.
To kind of, bring out the overall like hardship part about it is I drove up to Modesto one day to collect a tab that was owed to me. And I usually do things on my own. I'm like, I wear, many hats, and I do like from sales to, anyways. So I went up to collect this tab that I needed to, I was like, if I'm not going there, it's never going to get paid. So when I got there, the person that owed me money was like, okay, well, I'm only going to pay you if you sleep with me.
Whoa.
And of course, like, I came back empty-handed. The tab never got paid. So that was like one of many experiences.
Oh God, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. It was horrible. It was like, man. And it, to me, it's like, okay, it's not worth it, whatever. Like,
you want to blast that fool on the pod?
Huh?
You want to blast that fool on the pod?
No.
All right, okay. Just throwing it out there. So we don't condone that shit at Good Pizza. You feel me?
Yeah, that was, the experience, I think, is relative to say that as a woman,
that's why.
a lot of these men feel like they have an upper hand in situations, especially like, I owe you money, what are you gonna do? You know, just like, what can you do type mindset.
Yeah, no doubt.
You want to get paid? Okay, well, you got to sleep with me.
Has that happened more than once to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn, man. What's up, fam? Just want to take a second to shout out my sponsors over at Buck Mountain Cannabis Delivery. Single source flower, rosin, hash holes, and pre-rolls. All produced in the Sierra foothills of Nevada County. Always fresh depths and light assist direct from the farm. Their product is never more than 6 months old from harvest. Grown with passion and obsession to produce the best sun-grown cannabis possible. And if it's from Buck Mountain, you know it's smoking. Serving Grass Valley and Sacramento. Go check out the menu at buckmountaincannabis.com. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's like I can always like, now I have people that are like, super have my back, but my whole thing is like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's your loss, not mine.
Yeah.
The money isn't gonna come back to me. I'm good. I don't.
For sure.
You want to act that way?
Sure,
Not,
man.
you think that you're gonna take something away from me? It's your loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I've, handled a lot of those situations, for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I also had a guy once who had such a hard time paying me because, the product was mine. The product that was, it was like I had sourced it. It was my network, my connections. And when it came time to be like, okay, like, are you going to pay me? He was like, well, I want to talk to your boss. I want to talk to the person in charge. Like, well, I am the person in charge.
Yeah.
And you owe me. Like, you got to give me the money. And he had such a hard time handing me the money because he was like, you're a woman, like there has to be someone in charge. I'm like, no.
Was it a cultural thing? Was it a cultural issue? Like this is how his culture thinks type shit?
I don't like knew him on that level.
No doubt.
So I didn't really know but all I knew was he had a very hard time physically handing me the money because he was like, you can't be the person in charge. You're a woman.
That's crazy.
And I was like, you want the product or not? It's my product.
Yeah.
I'll take it. And he was so pissed. He was so salty.
Dog. I know a lot of lady bosses. Maybe that's why I don't like think like that. You know what I'm saying? Even before cannabis, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not before, outside of cannabis. I know a lot of lady bosses, you know what I mean? And fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's whack that you have to go through that.
Yeah, I always
That's
say
whack.
this. I always say, like, for one step a man takes, a woman takes three. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, man to man, there's this almost like instant respect that happens. But with a woman, I think that you always have to, like, earn it, right?
Sure.
Like, earn it in the sense that, like, okay, I'm not going to sleep with you to get what I want. I'm not going to sleep my way through this deal and getting, you know, the best prices and doing, like, so you got to earn that respect. And then you also, like, how I told you earlier, you know, when I pull up in my car and people see the aesthetics of it, there's this like level of respect that's given automatically just based off how I dress, what I drive, who I'm working with. But you have to earn it because a lot of these guys won't take you seriously.
Yeah.
They won't.
For sure.
They just don't. They don't take you like seriously. Like it's so hard. Or in the beginning, it was very hard for me to have like real business conversations because they were like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just this girl, like, you know, you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
it was like they don't take you seriously. They just want to like, you're just a piece, or they want to sleep with you, or there's no real interest in like actually breaking bread with you. But now I'm in a place where, you know, people know that I'm, you know, bringing...
You're established.
Yeah,
and
now
know your team is who's behind you.
I mean, business. Yeah. And,
yeah.
But for a long time, I had to just really earn it and work for it, you know, which I also appreciate. I appreciated that as well.
But that's whack, like, sideline shit that you shouldn't have to deal with.
Like, if someone owes you money and they're only going to pay you if you're going to sleep with them.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's extortion. That's robbery.
Yeah.
You know?
It was so...
And extortion's a whole nother thing, you know? That's a whole nother...
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or, you know, I get sources cut off because I don't sleep with people sometimes. Like,
damn, man, I never thought that women would deal with that much shit. Like, I can see like the sleeping with thing because some dudes are cornballs, but like, damn, just cutting off plugs.
Yeah, I get cut off.
I didn't think of that. Wow.
I've gotten cut off.
Wow.
Yeah, like, damn, you know, like just doors shut on me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't participate.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry you have to deal with that, man. That's whack. But thank you for shedding light on that. You know what I mean? So that shit needs to be known.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you fucking suckers out there bar blocking these chicks, bro. That's whack.
Yeah.
That's whack. Well, if you could go back to the young you, the day before you jumped into the game, what would you tell you?
I would. There were so many like I would just go back to myself and like yo, you're gonna be okay, and everything that you are thinking about right now is like it's gonna happen for you. Just like keep going.
Yeah.
Because there was so many times where I needed to hear those words and I didn't. You know, and
no doubt, I know.
And just having to go inside yourself to get that push of like keep going, you know? Yeah.
Takes a lot of balls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but it does. You know? And shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for what you've been able to overcome, for what you've done, all your success thus far. Excited to see where you go with it.
Thank you.
One last question.
Yes.
Pizza or tacos? No doubt.
I'm sorry.
You from Mexico, homie. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you for coming through and sharing your story. Before we dip up out of here,
yes.
If you could tell me, who do you know that I should know, who I should get on the show before we drop your info and all that?
People that I know personally?
Yeah, like who do you think I should get on the show? Like refer somebody.
Oh, well, for sure we said Stevie.
Oh yeah, just stop right there.
We're gonna
Plug
bring
me
on
with Stevie.
100%.
Plug me with
Yeah.
Stevie.
Yeah.
What's up, big dog? Let's go. Used to watch you on 411 tapes in Love Park, dog. Come on, it's
Yeah.
only right, man. Let's break bread, bro.
For sure, Stevie.
Hell yeah, Stevie Williams. Shout out Stevie DGK. Shout out to you, Lakshmi. If anything you want to plug right now, please do so. Let them know where they can find you if you want to be found, or just ask somebody, tell a friend to tell a friend, you know?
Just Lakshmi High Culture. That's the
Insta?
Yes, Lakshmi High Culture, and then the street name Dolce Packs.
Dolce Packs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. Thanks for coming through, homie.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, no doubt.
Appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. We had a good time, man. So you already know, you heard it first from the boss lady in charge, Lakshmi, High Culture. High Culture?
High Culture.
High Culture. I'm high right now, I'm fucking up the name. High Culture, Good Pizza. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Please subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you for all the Patreon supporting the show. We appreciate y'all, man. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.